Welcome back to the channel World Coins Master, where we explore the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. If you're a coin collector, a history enthusiast, or simply someone curious about hidden treasures in everyday change, then you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into an unbelievable story about a seemingly ordinary coin, a 2003 1-cent Lincoln penny that has captured the attention of collectors, experts, and investors alike. This coin, despite having a face value of just 1 cent, is rumored to be worth an astonishing $170 million. How could such a tiny, everyday coin command such a mind-blowing value? What secrets lie behind its copper-colored surface? In this video, we will journey through the intricate details, jaw-dropping minting mistakes, and rare anomalies that transform this penny into a legendary treasure. The 2003 Lincoln penny was part of the long-running series of 1-cent coins bearing the portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate his 100th birthday. For decades, these coins have circulated through countless hands, paying for candy bars, newspapers, and coffee. Yet among the billions minted, some stand out not because of their design, but because of the rare errors that occurred during their creation. The 2003 penny in question is one of those incredibly rare anomalies that slipped through quality control, defied the odds, and today sits as an icon in the numismatic community. To understand how this penny could reach such a staggering valuation, we need to begin with how coins are made and what can go wrong in that process. The United States Mint is responsible for producing billions of coins each year. These coins are struck using dies, engraved metal pieces that imprint the design onto blank metal discs called planchets. Normally, the Mint follows strict guidelines and implements advanced technology to minimize mistakes, but when errors do occur, they can make coins extraordinarily rare and desirable. Error coins can range from slightly off-center strikes to full-blown double dies, misaligned planchets, wrong metal compositions, missing elements, or even design overlays from previous coin generations. The 2003 Lincoln penny that shocked the coin collecting world is said to exhibit multiple simultaneous minting errors. This coin is far more than a simple misprint. It is a rare combination of several types of mistakes, each of which on its own would already make the coin notable. Together, they form a convergence of minting anomalies that turn this small copper-plated zinc piece into a historic artifact. Reports indicate that this penny features a dramatic off-center strike, meaning that the design was not perfectly aligned when the coin was struck, leaving blank space on one side while compressing the design onto the other. But that's only the beginning. The same coin also allegedly displays a double die error, where certain parts of the design, such as the date or the word Liberty, appear duplicated or shadowed. Double die errors are some of the most prized among collectors, especially when they are strong and visible to the naked eye. These errors happen when the die used to stamp the coin has been incorrectly engraved more than once, with slight misalignment between strikes. It's like a ghost of the design echoing itself, rare, beautiful, and valuable. Moreover, this 2003 penny is believed to possess a dramatic die clash. A die clash occurs when the dies strike each other without a planchet between them, leaving behind imprints of their respective designs on each other. When a coin is struck with these clashed dies, it carries faint or bold images of the opposite die's design in places where they shouldn't appear. For example, you might see the reverse image peeking through the obverse side. In the case of the $170 million penny, both sides of the coin show strange ghost images that experts believe are the result of severe die clash events. Another compelling anomaly found on this coin is a missing mint mark. Most 2003 Lincoln cents were struck at either the Philadelphia or Denver mints. Denver minted coins typically carry a DE mint mark, while Philadelphia coins either lack a mint mark or include it depending on the era. However, this particular coin reportedly has no mint mark at all where one should be, and forensic analysis suggests that the mint mark was never struck in the first place, not due to wear or damage, but due to a minting omission. Such missing mint marks are exceedingly rare, especially in modern coins, due to improved quality control processes. Adding to the intrigue, the coin's metal composition appears to deviate from the standard used in 2003. Most Lincoln cents minted in the modern era are made of copper-plated zinc. Yet some reports suggest that this specific penny has been struck on a leftover bronze planchet, a composition that was phased out decades earlier. If true, this mistake would indicate a leftover blank from the 1982 transition period was accidentally used 21 years later. Such a blunder is almost unthinkable, yet it has precedent in numismatic history. Coins with wrong planchets have surfaced before, and their rarity and uniqueness have driven prices into the millions. The wear pattern on the coin also contributes to its mystery. For such an old coin, you would expect heavy signs of circulation, scratches, dullness, and general wear. But this coin appears to be in near pristine condition, possibly even qualifying for the MS, mint state, grade if submitted to professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. A coin in mint state preserves all the original detail, luster, and texture from the moment it left the press. When an era coin of this magnitude is also in mint condition, its value increases exponentially. Let's also consider the historical and collector context. The Lincoln Penny series holds a special place in American numismatics. It is the longest-running coin design in U.S. history, with subtle design changes that fascinate collectors. From the wheat ears reverse to the Lincoln Memorial and now the shield reverse, each phase of the penny's life tells a story. The 2003 Lincoln Penny came near the end of the Lincoln Memorial reverse era, just before the bicentennial redesigns in 2009. Collectors know that late-era designs often have transitional errors, as the mint prepares for new dies and updated minting protocols. Could this penny be a result of a transitional mishap? Perhaps a test run gone wrong or a prototype accidentally released? Another intriguing theory is that this coin may be a product of intentional error, what numismatists call a mint mule, or rogue strike. While extremely rare and highly controversial, some past mint employees have created error coins deliberately, knowing their rarity would fetch fortunes in the collector market. The 2000-piece Sacagawea $/Washington quarter mule coin is one famous example of a mistake that likely required insider knowledge. Could this 2003 penny have a similar origin? If so, its uniqueness is virtually guaranteed. Furthermore, this penny is rumored to carry a faint micro-engraving under the word Liberty, an anomaly that has experts stumped. The inscription is said to be visible only under magnification and may relate to a prototype security feature or experimental die used in limited testing. No official records exist of such a test in 2003, which makes the feature even more puzzling. If verified, this micro-engraving could make the coin the only known example of its kind, a one-of-one coin in a sea of billions. Let's not forget the impact of provenance and publicity in determining a coin's value. This coin has reportedly changed hands in private sales, each time commanding higher and higher prices. Its story has made its way into auction circles, coin expos, and even media headlines. As the legend grows, so does its perceived value. Like a rare painting or gemstone, part of the worth of this coin lies not only in its composition or era profile, but in its story, the narrative of how a penny became a treasure. The $170 million price tag, while astonishing, is not entirely implausible when considering past examples in the numismatic world. The 1794 flowing hair dollar sold for over $10 million. The 1933 St. Gaudens double eagle fetched upwards of $18 million. The 1943 bronze Lincoln cent sold for over $1.7 million. In each of these cases, it was the rarity, story, and collector frenzy that pushed the price higher. If this 2003 penny is truly as rare as described, with multiple confirmed minting anomalies and an irreplaceable historical narrative, then its nine-figure value might be less of a fantasy and more of a reflection of collector obsession. Expert numismatists and forensic metallurgists have examined the coin, according to reports, and findings support the idea that this is not a simple counterfeit or hoax. Advanced imaging techniques, microscopic analysis, and elemental testing point to a legitimate U.S. mint product, albeit one that should never have left the facility. The unusual features are not modern forgeries or tampering but appear to originate from the minting process itself. This leads to legal and ethical questions. If a coin like this was indeed created by mistake, does it belong in the public domain? Is it legal to own or sell such a coin? The U.S. Mint has in the past pursued legal action to reclaim certain rare coins, especially if believed to have left the mint illegally. However, if this 2003 penny was released into circulation by accident and later retrieved, it may fall into a gray zone where private ownership is legally permitted. Collectors seeking to find one like it in circulation will face almost impossible odds. With billions of pennies minted in 2003, the chances of encountering this exact era coin are lower than winning the lottery. Still, many dreamers search their jars, wallets, and pocket change daily. Today, we're diving into one of the most jaw-dropping discoveries in modern coin collecting, a 2016 Liberty Lincoln 1-cent coin that has stunned the numismatic community with an estimated value of $140 million, an astronomical figure when compared to its mere 1-cent face value. What could possibly make a modern-day penny worth more than the GDP of some small nations? That's exactly what we're going to explore in this detailed journey through the world of rare minting anomalies, errors, mysteries, and hidden details that make the 2016 Liberty Lincoln cent one of the most legendary coins ever rumored or known. The 2016 Lincoln cent, featuring the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Union shield on the reverse, was intended to be just another routine entry into the long-standing series of Lincoln pennies that began in 1909. Billions were produced that year by the United States Mint at various facilities including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Most of these pennies are circulating freely, used for everyday transactions or resting at the bottom of piggy banks. But as history has shown us time and time again, there's always a chance, however rare, that something extraordinary slips through the cracks during the minting process. In 2016, that something extraordinary allegedly did, and the numismatic world hasn't stopped buzzing since. What makes the 2016 Liberty Lincoln penny so valuable isn't just one thing, it's a combination of multiple factors, each compounding the rarity and mystique of this particular coin. At the heart of its staggering valuation are errors, rare, dramatic, and baffling minting mistakes that were never meant to leave the production floor. There are coins with off-center strikes, coins with doubled dies, coins struck on the wrong planchets, and coins bearing conflicting mint marks. Each of these errors individually can increase the value of a coin dramatically, but imagine a coin that exhibits all of them together in one incredible, anomaly-laden specimen. That's the legend surrounding the most famous 2016 Liberty Lincoln cent. Among the most captivating possibilities lies the double die error. This occurs when the die used to stamp the coin has a misalignment during the hubbing process, resulting in doubling of design elements such as the date, lettering, or Lincoln's profile. Collectors go wild over coins with strong doubling, especially when the error is prominent and easy to observe without magnification. Now, imagine a 2016 penny where the Liberty inscription shows clear, unmistakable doubling, or where the date itself appears duplicated slightly off-axis. That alone could elevate a coin's value into the thousands, even tens of thousands, especially if it's a rare variety. Next comes the possibility of a wrong planchet strike. Normally, a penny is struck on a copper-plated zinc planchet weighing 2.5 grams. However, mistakes at the mint sometimes lead to a penny being struck on a dime planchet, a foreign coin planchet, or a blank intended for a different denomination entirely. These wrong planchet errors are extremely rare and instantly grab attention when they surface. If a 2016 penny was accidentally struck on a nickel planchet, or even more bizarrely, on a planchet intended for another country's coinage, the uniqueness skyrockets. Add in a visible date and mint mark, and you're looking at a potential once-in-a-lifetime find. Then there's the concept of transitional errors, which happen when a design or composition change is implemented, but the wrong materials or dyes are used during the transition. A classic example of this was seen in the 1982 Lincoln cents when the mint transitioned from copper to zinc. Some coins from that year exist in both compositions. Imagine discovering that the mint had experimented briefly in 2016 with a different alloy or a return to a previous composition for testing purposes, and one of those experimental strikes accidentally entered circulation. The value of such a coin could be virtually immeasurable, especially if no other examples exist. Mint mark anomalies are another layer to this numismatic marvel. The mint mark, indicating where the coin was struck, Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, is usually tiny but crucial. Errors involving mint marks can involve repunched mint marks, RPM, where the letter was struck more than once at slightly different angles, or overpunched marks, where AP might appear over AD or vice versa. Such mint mark errors are among the most beloved by collectors, particularly when the anomaly is clear and not the result of post-mint damage. A 2016 Lincoln cent with an obvious D over P mint mark, or an S over D, is practically unheard of, and its uniqueness makes it highly collectible. There's also the incredibly rare off-metal error, where the coin is made from an entirely different composition than standard. While the U.S. Mint has maintained strict consistency with its materials since the 1980s, there's always the possibility, however slim, that a test planchet or foreign metal blank was accidentally used. An off-mill 2016 cent could weigh more or less than the standard 2.5 grams, and a savvy collector or dealer with a scale might be the first to notice this oddity. Verifying the composition through metallurgical analysis could unlock a treasure that was hiding in plain sight. Another fascinating aspect of rare coin valuations is provenance. If the origin of the coin includes credible documentation, expert authentication, and a traceable path through reputable auctions, the value can rise exponentially. In the case of the $140 million 2016 Liberty Lincoln cent, part of its appeal comes from the story that surrounds it. Allegedly discovered by a collector who had no idea what he was holding, initially dismissed by dealers before being subjected to rigorous testing and confirmation by third-party grading services. These origin stories add intrigue, and in many cases, value. When a coin's background includes drama, mystery, and confirmation of its impossibility, it becomes part of numismatic lore. Let's talk about condition. Even with all the errors and anomalies in place, condition is a defining factor in a coin's value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with MS 70 representing a perfect mint state coin with no blemishes or imperfections. The 2016 Lincoln penny in question is rumored to be in pristine condition, possibly MS 69 or even MS 70, which is exceedingly rare even among non-error coins. This high grade further catapults its value, as collectors will pay a premium for error coins that also have eye appeal and flawless surfaces. Of course, there's a layer of speculation here. The numismatic world is full of legends, tales, and rumors of coins that may or may not exist in the exact form described. The $140 million 2016 Liberty Lincoln cent has achieved almost mythical status, whispered about in collector forums, discussed in hushed tones at coin shows, and speculated about in online marketplaces where even a run-of-the-mill 2016 penny with a small strike-through or minor die crack might be touted as the one. Yet the possibility that such a coin could exist keeps the excitement alive and fuels the dreams of every casual collector and seasoned expert alike. Authentication is critical in separating myth from reality. Top-tier grading services such as PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, have state-of-the-art facilities for evaluating coins, using microscopic inspection, X-ray analysis, and other methods to confirm metal content, strike patterns, and die characteristics. A coin as valuable as the rumored $140 million 2016 Lincoln cent would have undergone thorough evaluation, complete documentation, and be accompanied by a certificate of authenticity and a secure holder bearing its grade and serial number. Publicity plays another role in shaping a coin's value. When a rare coin captures media attention, whether through auction, private sale, or discovery, it becomes a headline, and headlines drive demand. The fame of a particular coin raises awareness among non-collectors and investors, creating a bidding frenzy that can escalate the value to astronomical levels. Think about the 1933 Double Eagle, the 1943 Copper Penny, or the 1794 Flowing Hair Silver Dollar. These coins reached heights not just due to rarity, but due to the stories, the attention, and the mystique surrounding them. The 2016 Liberty Lincoln penny, should it appear publicly, would no doubt follow a similar trajectory. Let's not ignore the psychological factor. Humans are naturally drawn to the idea of a hidden treasure, a diamond in the rough, something ordinary transformed into something extraordinary by a twist of fate. The idea that a common penny could hold immense value taps into that universal desire to find unexpected riches. This makes coins like the 2016 Lincoln cent alluring, not just for their physical characteristics, but for what they represent: hope, luck, and the promise that one simple discovery could change everything. In conclusion, the legend of the 2016 Liberty Lincoln penny worth $140 million is a powerful reminder of the intricate, fascinating world of coin collecting. It's not just about metal discs, it's about history, rarity, human error, discovery, and the enduring allure of the unknown. As long as coins continue to be minted and used, there will always be a chance that one of them carries a secret worth millions. And who knows? The next time you receive change at the grocery store, you might want to take a second look. Because 1 cent might just be worth a fortune. Let's now dive even deeper into the multitude of error types, how they are identified, how frequently they occur in coins from the 2016 batch, how experts examine die state progression, and the implications of such studies on the evaluation and valuation of anomalies.